Ngentot, gue kagak main anjing. Gue mau live streaming, restream. Gue kagak main jing. Gue cuma mau restream pertandingan turnamennya Valorant. Udah ini nih.
Kind of overlap a little bit, and you just can't really quite know what to expect or predict or what they're going to play or how they're even going to play it, because the consistency, it always goes a little bit all over the place.
And the self-ban on the Abyss. Talon. I mean, I'm disappointed but not surprised, right? PRX has hinted that they've been working on Abyss. They're kind of scared about what craziness they might bring out. And Talon already tried 2 different compositions, and one of them not to great success yesterday. PRX. I think you have enough. And okay.
Ascent again. Okay. Ascent for both of these teams have, maybe 3 times a charm, but I don't know which side.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I honestly though, if I'm Talon and I saw the Ascent from yesterday, I think I'm okay picking this into it, right? Because I think you're seeing that once again. This is classic PRX saying, hey, let's go back to what worked last year, and then it didn't work out quite well yesterday. So the Talon's probably feeling comfortable, but the Lotus.
All right, that's an interesting one, because PRX's bind is not like terrible or anything either, but choosing to go on Lotus over it for Talon, I feel like that's just something that where they want to bank on. They have a little bit of data on how Talon pushes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, pelukan.
They did do a collaboration, Talon and PRX, with their the cool elephant.
Kayak Fadel sama YTTA nya.
With their respective teams here. Now we are starting with the Sense, and we saw interesting comps. Multiple comps from both of these teams. Talon picked it. Do you think it's going to be the zombie comp? Well, which name do you guys like? The Immortal comp, zombie comp? I like the 9 lives, like the cat comp.
I like the Phoenix Clove Sage KO comp.
Okay,
Of course Will likes that one. That's the one Will chose.
It's very direct.
Hydra comp is really nice. And that's
Gak feedback kan suaranya?
Something along Cobras. But I mean, it's fun to watch, but I feel like Talon has a lot more control with their, the default comp, the optimal, jet comp, and I feel like that's maybe what they're gonna go for, right? Because it's elimination match, they don't want to leave too much up to risk, and at the same time for PRX, that's where one of the biggest question marks comes in. What comp are they gonna play, and how are they gonna play it against Talon? Because you're gonna need to be able to kind of have your own game plan in mind, but also be able to read what your opponents are about to do.
Yeah, now if you're going to work under the assumption that PRX is still going to use the Reina Harbor, which I wouldn't be too surprised, although I do wonder if you sneak the Sky back in despite the nerfs, because I think that's why they switched to the Silva. It didn't quite seem to gel very well. Now, if that's the assumption, I do think the default Ascent composition is probably going to be stronger. You have a lot more ways to just force them to have to go through your util, already take damage and enter the site, and that's something Gen G used to their advantage yesterday. But if you're relying on the fact that, hey, we just need to get our ult cycling and then we can just overwhelm them with numbers, sure, that theory still works for Talon as well.
I do want to talk about our predictions here. And also, the thing is, in the last match, we saw Gen G. We were just discussing how they don't really change up their comps. They're not going to surprise you with that. The layers that they developed with those comps. And now both of these teams, PRX and Talon, they just keep mixing it up, shuffling, and trying again and trying again. And I don't know if that's the solution. So I'm very curious what's going to be happening today.
Well, I'm just a little scared of the AI, because the AI got the guess and gain right from the first match alone. And now they're alone in this, and I'm starting to think they're back coming for our jobs.
I don't know. I believe in the full power of the talent pool. When we come together, when we become one, we become.
But do we ever become one? Because we're usually at each other's throats.
That's also true.
Well,
I may be a part of the problem, but
you are definitely part of the problem.
I'm just gonna remove myself from this. Delulu is the Solulu.
He's speaking for himself right now. But Asterai is on board with this. I don't know. Maybe AI is onto something. is
Listen,
clearly.
I think Talon's shown a lot more potential so far on what they like to do, but at the end of the day,
Skin
individual
lagi.
firepower, PRX still favored.
Plus
a
5
little
dB.
bit.
Let's
I'm
go.
not gonna lie though, I was actually a little bit nervous watching the games yesterday. Yes, Talon took a loss, but Primi is strong, so there is a slight chance.
All right, well, this is the first time PaperX is going to face against the Primi
Kita
Talon. So
pakai
let's go to the
buff
stage and welcome the
baju
team.
DNKT yang rare, baju ewe.
Now this full mid focus is just picking them to pieces as Gen G deliver utter
Ini kemarin nih.
dominance over PaperX, punching their ticket into the upper.
Coba kita lihat tadi yang live nggak? Ada. Datang baru. Seorang nungguin anjir. Kelo. Berarti dia bakal nonton. Oke.
Okay, Talon, I'm really curious what can Primi do to us, and I'm really excited to meet the new guy in Talon. You know?
I think it's gonna be a very fun one because now we have Primi, so
Oh, namanya Primi. Oh ya, pemain barunya.
fends off against pure aimers like PaperX.
This is incredible, and it also shows like young guns up against the old. Primi has a lot.
Gila Primi, gua nggak nonton kemarin.
On the stage
Alasan
today.
tim
So I think
secret
both
gitu.
Something and Primi are very talented players. They have a very special skill set, but I think the difference between Primi and Something is that Primi is way stronger at holding angles compared to Something, where Something is Mr. Wide Swing. He's very good at swinging people.
I think the difference, I don't see Primi using operator that much, but I think something obviously is he good at both gun, operator and like handle or stuff. I'm very confident against Talon. I will try my best to win the game today.
We're gonna try our best to win against PaperX today. So it's gonna be a match against Nephew Forsaken and Uncle Cruz. I hope it's gonna be a good
Uncle Cruz. Oh ya, Uncle Jessica sudah kalah kemarin. Oh ini ada musik anjing. Copyright anjing. Kalau tim secret kemarin Talon 2-0 sih. Apakah kali ini bisa lagi mengalahkan 2-0? Anjay, nama orang Talon tuh asal multinasional deh, maksudnya dia banyak di game-game lain kan, turnamen playernya, pro playernya. Udah belum? Sige.
Curious what he can do to us. Right, there's this vibe that, listen, we're still the big dogs.
Pelukan lagi kah?
Let's see what damage you can do.
Fist bump, just full on. But I'm curious, yes, these guys are facing off, and the confidence that Forsaken had going into this, I think that indicates a lot. It's not
Anjay,
too modest.
Git Boys mulet.
You know, PaperX has so much experience. Meanwhile, Primi, he's a new addition. That's still the craziest thing. He does have the impact, though, and he's not facing PaperX alone. So that is something that PaperX will have to be cautious about. There's a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now. This is an elimination match.
I would love,
teams.
yeah, I would love to see PRX. I mean, just give it a go. I think it would be worse for sure because of the Sky nerfs, but going back to the old Ascent composition, I think that's something I would love to see because I want to see how Talon would combat it as well.
I completely agree with you. It seemed to be lacking that second layer of flashes that worked for them in the past on Ascent last year. I mean, they may or may not bring it back. We're going to see that happen very soon. I think this is going to be a very exciting matchup either way. Again, elimination match for these two. Even though they're both qualified for champs, you do want to make it through to the end. You want to be there representing Pacific, looking stronger than ever, because you know, also just watching the other regions, because they are also going to be competing against them over in Champions.
Yeah, it's not that far away. Just a couple more weeks and we'll see all these teams on champion stage. So right now is how you set yourself up. What seed are you entering champions as? And also how many points do you get? How much can you also identify with your own strengths and weaknesses? Because now it's a battle against yourselves to just continue
Tupan belakangnya apa tuh? That's it. Nasi goreng together.
Really having a lot to
Tuh,
show.
cek.
weaknesses.
Oh, nasi lemak. Dia nggak suka nasi lemak, yang suka masih dapai.
All right, well, this is going to be an exciting one, an explosive one. We're going to go into the first map. The destination is Ascent. Let's go over to our casters, Mr. Achilleos and Mr. Paperthin.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's get into this one. This one for all the marbles to stay in the tournament. Granted, yes, both teams have already punched their tickets over to champions, so we will be seeing more of them this year, no matter what. But if you want a chance at that Pacific Trophy to challenge Gen G in the grand final, you have to win here today, or else you're on.
Hadiahnya apa ya?
Yeah, and getting a chance to play in front of a bigger crowd at the Olympic Handball Stadium on the line as well. So if you win here, you get to go and play on Saturday against DRX. So that's really exciting. I mean, all these players certainly want that.
Price poolnya $250,000.
I mean, this has been a pain point for both of these teams. So getting to see them continue to try to fix it, to work on it on stage, I actually really like it.
Juara 1 $100,000, juara 2 $65,000, juara 3 $40,000. Anjing, gelo.
Just see that added little bit of flash come through for PRX. Went with the Sova instead of the Sky instead of the KO. I still kind of prefer the KO, I think, in this composition, but they at least do have that so that when they're trying to go ahead, get an entry into a site, you have that Lear plus that Sky Flash to come through the cove to try to catch people off guard.
$1
In the past, how does it fare today here versus Talon is the question.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good middle ground between the Sova and the KO. Still have a lot of information gathering, but that extra layer of flash is really, really impactful. And pistol rounds are going to be potentially painful for Talon with all those heals. You know, you have the overheal from Reyna, you have the heal from Sky. That's really annoying to deal with in situations like that if PRX can trade well. So pretty curious to see how Talon does. And my eyes also firmly on Van, who was destroying on Killjoy when we saw him yesterday.
And he was. That Ascent map was very disgusting from him. It was a solid effort despite not being able to get the victory. Let's see if we can put up similar figures here, though. We have the crowd behind both sides.
I'm just listening to the fans just lose their mind.
I think there were some words in there.
There might have been some attempted words. All right, so Talon stacking a few players at top mid, maybe trying for a bit of a crunch towards middle. Looking at Cruz, setting himself up towards tiles. PRX is pinging this down. They've got the flash there with Jing. Trying to set up for a counter push towards mid if it comes through, but that just got a lot of info. That 0 point landed late. It caught, I think, 3 or 4 members of PRX there. And so now they have to peel back. They're just going to put themselves onto site off the back of that. The protocols for PRX, so intriguing. Just giving up market, giving up main. Just saying, if you're going to come through B, we're going to try to hit you right at the switch. That's what it looks like.
I mean, Talon expecting PRX to do exactly what they aren't doing, which is to come at them, to be
Oh,
aggressive.
mereka ke
Everybody sat back, and you can see that Talon are maybe being caught off guard a little bit by this. They're now going to start bringing the spike around in towards B lobby, and it looks like ultimately the call here from PRX is going to pay off. I mean, another 0 point over towards a checking out wide. A bit of a fake attempt, but you still have just Forsaken lingering here, jump peeking over in towards the mid, but now that the smoke comes down to cut off alley, PRX should know that this is exactly where all of Talon is going to be.
Such an unorthodox start for both these teams. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Updraft up and over and in.
Nice.
Primi on the floor. Something able to collect the first headshot here. The swing out. Jing with the sheriff. Puts down Chin Boys. Governor jumping through over and switch. I mean, he's shoulder to shoulder with something. Didn't quite realize
Oh,
that Zing had fallen, but
Roto deh.
the only one to fall. PRX will take the opening pistol.
I mean, they just
Yeah,
so well. And it's so awesome to see these teams coming at you with unorthodox ideas. Kind of what you fully expected this matchup. I mean, yeah, they just knew what Primi was going to do. They knew it was going to be an up and over. And they were so ready for it.
Wah,
They could use
gila.
this harbor wall to play in and out of to just shut down the players that are trying to get there to support Primi. Not that it mattered because he died basically instantly, but I mean, that was so well thought out by PaperX.
You know, I might have missed it, but it just feels like Primi was set up for failure there. Didn't see the assisting flash coming through. I mean, something was basically staring at him the entire time.
Something hit him with a flash. I don't know
But it was
whose
Devise
it
on the
was.
back
Was it
end.
Devise? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the guiding light go off, so I'm not sure. Maybe a miss on the lineup. Either way, Jing forward here on Cat. He had just peeked out, but nothing should have been spotted by either player. Hot flash towards A main in the meantime. Mind Freak looking to hold things down.
Divide. Just awaiting some contact around the corner. You got a lot of PaperX players stacking up for this A hit if it does come through from Talon. No purchases at all on their eco, just classics. They're gonna reroute. Maybe consider a bit of a mid hit as well, but something waited.
Wah, gila anjing.
Able to find both quick kills, gets out with the dismiss. Question is, does he want to pursue even further for another one? Looks like he's just gonna hanging back
30
here.
seconds left.
Position with an exit strategy. Tailwind has expired.
One
There's a shot, there's a shoulder.
Waduh.
There's the flawless.
Flawless Jing, mantap ini.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for PaperX today to get something going. So we have a really rough go against in particular. But it just felt like he never quite came online like we're used to seeing. And if he can start lighting up the scoreboard with these sniper rifles, it's a good omen. It's like it's all business right now. Or something in PaperX, keeping that outlaw in the next round.
Si Jet Boys
Spectres
terlalu
and Bulldogs.
kebuka anjing.
Guardian had to be bought down for Governor. See what Talon can do now.
Let's
Able
just
to pull by.
cruise with the half armor, so everybody else can at least survive a singular shot from the outlaw.
Here.
We'll set up again here at B. Wall coming through, flash ahead of it. Boombot, checking anything, but set up for the clear out on that turret. Just gonna shut the market door. They say, you know what? We don't have a Killjoy, obviously. We don't have a Sentinel. So just shut the door, and if they want to come in, they're gonna have to break it.
The door basically acting as a pseudo sentinel there. It's gonna go and kind of do standard things there. Clear out mid. See what kind of info you get. Trailblazer. Smidge of info here for Talon to know where Devi is going to be. It's only cleared out by one gun, so not much info for X to work with. Relying on this outlaw from something. Some damage on this entry. And maybe just wait for the retake. See how much PaperX wants to challenge it. Mind Freak going to be locking down tree, but it's a full-on 5-stack hit.
Oh.
Primi just shut something down.
Gelo.
For that, not going to give the outlaw any opportunity whatsoever. Solid headshot. And the second player from Talon gets himself on the board. Right now, going to be coming through 4v5 for the retake here. PaperX. There's a door just going to be broken open first and foremost here by Mind Freak. Spamming up a bit from hell, up and towards heaven. It's going to be a double drop down as Forsaken's able to find one. Primi on the floor. Weapon upgraded into Forsaken's hands, but he's got a little bit of HP remaining, so heals have to come through from Devi. Swing forward from
Wah,
Jing.
mati Jing.
Cut off guard. As that's going to be the kill coming through from Governor out from tree. Chip Boys
Wah, gila Jet Boys.
quick kills. Find out picking up that sniper. Gets a shot across on the band, puts him down to 10 HP with the round already over. And this, not really the weapon that he wants to be carrying over into the next round. Looks like Talon not going to allow for a bonus conversion. Solid opening kill from B. Sets up for the plant on A, and they're able to convert it into a round win.
Yeah, what an opening shot. Certainly something has to be somewhat familiar with Primi's game. I'm sure they bumped into each other in rank before. And Fantastic work here by Governor.
Gelo.
Knocking down that triangle. That is clean as heck from Jit Boys. Now let's see how PaperX is going to respond. Devi's going to hang on to that Outlaw. Again, one only half armor. This time it's Primi. Has to cut down to it. They're going to maybe contest. Flash over the top to set Primi up. Grenade in response from Jing. Takes the corner and somehow...
Anjing.
Primi just decides to sit there and challenge to eat a little bit of added damage on that paint shell and ends up falling down. Clear out on the turret again, just this triple setup for PaperX. Constantly having a multitude of members on this B side of the map. Trying to take away those info gathering tools from Talon as much as humanly possible. Something waiting for the swing out. Spots a shoulder, decides to stay for the challenge, takes the dismiss.
Yoi.
Doesn't take any damage either. So well handled.
Jing now pushing forward and Jit gonna get caught. I mean, it looked like he was decently aware of it, but now you've got the two remaining players from Talon. Sandwich into
Waduh,
B.
kena.
Flash catching Governor fully in the face. The tuck away into the corner. Cruz able to win out though. Opens up for a retreat from behind. Cruz tries to do
Gelo.
extra damage, but it's going to be Divine with that frenzy in hand. Draining the ball to a Vandal. Getting up to one.
Doing a great job. Controlling the points of attack down. Win on one side. Something wins on the other. That's what you need out of your duels to be able to take those contact fights and win. That's something PaperX was struggling with against Gen G. No problems here right now. Back up to Forsaken out. He'd been sussed out by Cruz in that corner, but the rest of the team there, their overwhelming numbers advantage. Forsaken has a reckoning. Empress available for something. We're back down to an eco for Talon. Knife does catch Mind Freak, but kind of suspect that Jit Boys was up there, and Jit Boys had just moved off the angle. Something.
That failed jump does make some noise. Quick clear on that dart, yeah. It's a massive push up, and that's the spike here. If Cruz ends up getting taken down, Paint Shells forces him back to the spawn even deeper.
A little bit of a body block, but all's well that ends well. They're all over on A. They have left the B site completely open.
They have it now. Jit Boys completely isolated. Paranoia to try to buy him some time.
Wah.
Just gonna go ahead straight forward,
Jebak dia.
finds that kill, and now the rotation's back over to B, gonna be coming through. Reckoning gonna be sent, just cutting off anybody in mid, anybody over in B main. And this buys enough time for this position to get further reinforced. 4 seconds, something, he's in their spawn. Empress popped, looking for the kill. Spawn out onto Ban. It's the first couple shots, looks for that kill, and eventually he's able to get it, gets the dismiss, gets pushed back up.
Dar. Anjing gak kena. Nice.
Knife in hand, ends up falling as Primi's able to put something down. The round is over, the Spike stranded over on Catwalk. The most that Primi can do is pick up this Vandal, try to find some additional kills, get those knives maybe online.
Wah, kena.
Divide with a headshot at range.
Primi terlalu tegang, Primi. Jangan tegang-tegang, Primi.
Further out in front.
Yeah, this is just really interesting stuff we're seeing from PaperX. Gambling big time on some of these pushes.
Eset gini, bro.
That's PaperX for you. Get so much control. Then Mind Freak able to just run down his Omen counterpart. Something has gained so much space that Empress, he feels so confident to go against these pistols. Really crazy stuff. Gonna get the op. Yep, I thought I heard Forsaken say it. Oh god.
Paranoia, I mean, yeah, looking for a bit of a Tiles crunch here. Raze leading the charge, something swinging out in towards mid. Is going to be getting one apiece. Mind Freak has been caught up.
Anjing diras.
Not overheating, pulls away, allows for Cruz to go his separate way for now.
No overheating from Jing in my Valorant. Nah, but that's the new PaperX. That's 2024 PaperX. They are much more disciplined.
Post Shanghai 2024 PaperX.
Okay, fair enough.
Quick little TP jiggle forward into the smoke to see that it's cleared out. Jit Boys just trying to keep some attention here on the A site.
Gubernur, jangan lot meet.
As Cruz and Governor exploring the space over here towards the B site. Something slowly working his way into position. Scatter. TP into boats.
Always
Want to
making
check
noise.
this out, but yeah, noise made. Cruz going to be hearing that. But smoke comes down. Now the Null command's going to be popped. That stops something from going for something a little bit too risky here, so they can't just get the kill, dismiss out. So for now, held at bay, our PRX as they get everybody corralled. Clock shot's gonna be sent through.
Whoa.
It's gonna be found. The Cruz traded it out. Man advantage still there for the side of PRX, but time working against them.
Ketahuan.
Able to find the kill now. Governor all on his lonesome. Paint shells there, just past his feet.
Ya,
This is way forward.
Proto.
Go ahead and claim it.
Apa bagus. Lanjutkan Talon.
Just leaving B site relatively undefended, and it's because of the way they're able to use these high tides to get themselves back into sight to set up for these retakes. They're able to cut B site basically in half for whatever angle they're trying to approach from, and really isolate these individual battles. Even though Forsaken goes down, it's quickly traded by Jing.
Yah, elah.
So individually talented.
Internetnya.
Everybody else was able to buy up towards rifles. See what they can do. He's been magnificent in some of these moments so far in Pacific. Push out from Devi. Gonna tuck himself into the corner behind the smoke.
It's just another very slow start here from both sides. Talon. Yep. Probably anticipating a little bit of added aggression.
Wah, tuh dia, ketahuan.
Devi swung out.
Dar. Ya, nggak kena, anjing.
Only has one knife now, nothing but a shorty left. In a rough spot, but Cruz is there to bail him out.
Yeah, there's no smokes there to help out Devi. Almost got out, but at the door, Cruz able to take him down. Something now pushing out with this op. Everybody from Talon makes the full wrap in towards A, and once again, seemingly, PRX gonna play for retake. It's so good.
Really good there. Really cognizant of ban. Sets that up to alert for this flank. Now recon in something as he push up in front of the smoke. Gonna set up the leer. Forsaken able to find one as Cruz gets taken down. Showstopper now in play. Jit Boys. Before he finds the headshot, does get the punch there. The trap brings it into a 3v3. Something on the swing, however, able to find Ban right before Mind Freak would have struck from behind. And that keeps his position even more obscured. Rising over Permy. No, Permy has the turn. He finds the kill.
Udah tinggal something sendirian.
Here.
5 HP remaining here on the jet. Spike not planted now, needing to be stuck. Looks for the peek out, finds the first one. Quick dismiss out. Primi, the last one left standing.
Low banget tuh anjing.
He has no idea though.
Something with any kind of blind spray down into hell.
Waduh, tuh keren tempat.
Find it, but for now they're just trading places. A footstep heard. Something on the drop down. Primi aware. Towards hell. Something trying to suss out the position.
Ya, headshot jing.
And it all comes down to that moment from Mind Freak not being able to confirm the kill.
Headshot jing.
Somehow gets them over the line.
You can't give him
Bisa begitu.
any opportunities because he is just ridiculous. I mean, this looked pretty good. Probably should have been
nonchalant.
Unbelievable. I mean, definitely.
Tuh deh, pasti nggak percaya
A
anjing.
little bit on that one. Forsaken's going to be grabbing an Odin for this round. Hunter's Fury and a lockdown available for Talon, so big all to play with.
Opening up, but not really going to be found there. Is the Hunter's Fury does manage to get a tag onto Forsaken, looking for the follow-up, but he has managed to stay elusive. Push out, line through the smoke. High though, not paying attention to main, does end up falling, but Forsaken quickly trades it back as he manages to find a 3-piece. Lockdown committed to this round. Effectively for not the swing out the shot attempt.
Ya nggak kena Cruz, uncle.
He's alive. Jing comes to the rescue. PRX not allowed to tally. 2 rounds together consecutively.
And Forsaken has another reckoning. Fox stepping in there to bail him out of it. Forsaken just being really cagey with that Odin. Just spamming through, knew that Ruby had dashed into that smoke and was just gonna hold that trigger down. That third kill was nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I remember
anything done. Maybe just kind of hit the go button a little too soon after that lockdown came through. Maybe should have waited it out to force that Odin back. Major entry after that. Now you've got the Seekers and the Reckoning to be concerned about. No op this time though. Continue. Have some mid presence and a wall to try to skewer some movement.
Something's pushing in front of the smoke, and he's going to collect an instant headshot on a
Wow.
Similar on the opposite side, though. Takes down Jing, looks for Divide. Tailwind pop. He's going to go for it again, and that's going to lead Divide to pull back into the site. Trailblazer quickly cleared.
Gotta appreciate that Divide has challenged Primi a couple times here.
He has.
He hasn't gone like
Waduh, dia lagi ngedrone.
scared. Oh no.
So Jitboys is the one who actually clears out that Trailblazer on the opposite side of the map. So they know that there's at least 2 players on that side, and now the push up from something should have a very good idea that this is going to be an A hit. The 3 remaining players. Reckoning immediately going to be coming through as the entry begins, but it's going to be Jitboys and Primi getting
Nice,
a piece
Mind
with the
Freak.
Mind Freak.
Threatnya.
This time able to confirm the kill. Jit, last one standing. Reckoning keeping him locked in place as something spots on the gun barrel, swings in.
Waduh,
Thanks.
something. Santai dong.
Yeah, looking a lot more comfortable and confident on the range. Able to take these 1v1s and win them. A lot of efficiency. A good lure there after a bit of a missed opportunity on Cruz. Keep him following. Very nicely handled. Knows he has him out in the open. And a Reckoning that just barely works. I mean, shit turned on a dime and took Divide out there. Primi is Primi on that entry. Still have the Seekers for Divide. Same high tide as always, just trying to keep this talent squad at bay. Jing this time, seeing if they're gonna disrespect that high tide again. Just for a little bit of pre-fire. They're putting a lot of pressure towards mid. The boom bot is gonna get a confirmation that there is a player on the catwalk.
There's just that door shut again.
Yep.
Jing again pushing forward. Primi watching and winning.
Wah, gila Primi.
Finds that opening kill. Position now needs to be filled, so Divide filtering over towards Tree. As Forsaken finds one, Primi looking to just hold a hard angle here, but Forsaken, not distracted, knows that, okay, I need to offer up some util for my friend. Actually gets away from the angle where Primi almost certainly would have been able to take him down. Hot flash going to be sent through Divide, able to find one, knows that he's tagged up another, sends it, Primi full.
Yeah. Ya Jit
That
boys.
right there is great value out of that sky. Those flashes were massive. And right
Yeah,
out the back
mati
of that
naman
harbor
something.
utility. Something is going to clean up Jit Boys. Find the final kill, put PRX up 8-2.
Gelo.
We had a long discussion about this after a set yesterday. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I mean, right now, it's obviously not just the start.
No.
But it does feel across the board a lot better. The combos that you're able to do, the flash through the walls to really try to catch people off guard, make it that much more difficult to just turn from the flash, dodge those. That's all
Ya,
good.
kita
But
pesen apa
also,
ya, makanan kali.
PRX are just kind of hitting their shots today.
Yeah.
Gak ada
Which
menarik
is
sih
something
makanan.
that was missing a little bit.
Yeah,
in
it
the
helps when
previous
your
series.
arena is going crazy.
Yes.
It helps. But I also like some of the high tides I'm seeing from Forsaken.
Yeah.
They're really kind of giving them some interesting amounts of map control, allowing them to obscure some of these plays they want to do on the backside of it, whether it be push out towards catwalks or just peek out from short, you know, contesting mid a little bit more, or at least keeping their positions obscured so something can play off the back of them. All those things put together, really, really enabling PRX to have success.
Okay, creeping forward, Governor. Plenty of noise. Do they just blind face forward? The answer's going to be yes. Finds one. Quick dismiss. I mean, god damn, he's so quick.
Jeez.
Just zooming. Mind Freak in the meantime. Winning the battle.
Got them zoomies.
Good lord. Jing able to find one.
Wah,
Henry
Jing.
just for the second. He does end up getting taken out by Governor, and Cruz in the meantime does
Alah,
find
kill
something.
satu paling enggak.
Consent cleared. And Forsaken says, hello, I have an Odin.
He's so clean with it, too.
You know, I don't think he's had a wallbang kill on the Odin yet. This is the most honest Odin gameplay that I've ever seen.
I was waiting for some kind of comment.
Last round in the half.
You're absolutely right, I think, but I mean, he's so confident today. I mean, it looks like a completely different PaperX team. And this push out for Primi just not ready at all. Yeah, man.
Suara apa tuh?
Seekers to cover there too.
I mean, it looked like the Reyna just hopped on one of those like city scooters and just full throttled it out in the market. The Smith speed is so fast.
It is crazy good.
So we don't get too many glances of it as Jing bouncing forward, looking for a crunch over into tiles. And this is a gamble from PaperX. It does not pay off. Talon do get free access.
Mereka ada dia.
Well, you dodged the no command. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, by the time they all arrive, it will basically be ready to expire. There it is. Break of the window. Drone at the ready from Cruz. Sending that up towards heaven, scouting. For now, Ziggin just going to stay tucked back, but something does get darted.
Shock dart gateway, Cruz's position.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Snapping reaction, even with Shorty. Forsaken able to find that kill. Jing doing very much the same. Following in after his brother gets that kill.
I think he's ready for ban.
Primi here at hell trying to hold things down. It'll be good for the one kill now. It all comes down to ban. Try to rescue the half a little bit. Finds a headshot, but it's just not planted for him. Swings around. Interrupts it. Mind Free quick to pick it up though.
Hampir Jing. Anjing. Bangsat. 0,7 detik, Jing.
But I think a bigger part of it for me was that they're just taking map control and then, like, by gamble stacking on one side or the other half the time, it forces them to play retake, which plays into their hands, which plays into this extra layer of smokes that you have with the Harbor to kind of section off fights and use those leers, use those flashes, use your positioning to just kind of cut your opponents apart and make it way more difficult for Talon to react to what you're doing. And just really keeping Talon informationless, making it really difficult for them to react. So, Primi, show me ace.
Show me ace. Well, I'm confused by the previous signs. So Talon fighting, PRX please win. So you're trying to hedge your bets.
Yeah.
I like both teams, so
I do too.
I'll cheer for them both.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of fans are going to be conflicted today. It's two SEA teams.
Sure.
I've had a few of fans that I've talked to outside that have been like, yeah, I don't know who I want to win tomorrow. They really like both teams, and for good reason. I mean, they play, you know, from time to time comps that are off meta and make them look good. I mean, PaperX constantly playing comps that are off meta, but Talon, you know, showing us some really interesting stuff this year to get here, to get to champs.
Switching side.
PaperX right now.
Switching side.
Defender side ascent. Anything's possible.
Well, now this needs to be a monstrous run back here from the side of Talon.
Let's make him dance.
Ripped up the 13-0 sign during the arrivals interview, but they have avoided that, but still want to be able to have a strong map, given that this is their pick. It's going to be a Cove push out into mid. That's something that you see every day, but it's PaperX for you. All now coming up, but doesn't really cut off vision from anyone. They're all playing here within the site. Playing first contact. Needs a little bit of damage, but Ban still going to be taken down to something. Finds a headshot. Mind Free able to find Primi up and haven't now Forsaken. Takes out Cruz. Divide the only casualty. A lot of damage dealt, but Governor, does he read this? His eyes are trained on window at the moment, but I don't know that he's necessarily aware that somebody has moved up into this, and now Forsaken and Jing, the dynamic duo, is well looking to encroach on this position. But
Yeah.
claim the kill, and
Saat nengok
on
dia.
the jiggle. He's using the PaperX Classic that he picked up, and now he's going to be sent packing, backpedaling away.
Udah kejar bareng-bareng.
See, maybe if they filter in,
Dadadadadadar.
pick them off, try to find some. They
Dadadadadadar.
will all hound him down. A pack mentality.
Gila.
Wolves coming through. As we
mati.
as PaperX move up against the two.
I mean, they're just feeling it now. I mean, night and day difference in individual performances. Shock Dart got shorted too, making it worse. But again, that's the problem. You know, these if something is getting those one and dones, it's so difficult for Talon to react the way they want to. I mean, they have a pretty good read on this round. They have a good setup to put down some serious firepower at that door. Just didn't go their way. PaperX just good today. Hello, Mr. Dog.
JipBoys is actually just filtering through, I think, all of the playoff teams. He's got Gen G Classic now. Boombot up in towards heaven, but there's only Jit on this side of the map. Everybody else having to rotate over. 2 sheriffs in their hands. Potential to deal some damage here.
Oh, this is interesting.
That's why, yeah, I mean, shoot through the wall.
Yeah, well, it just gives them safety to peek and shoot and repeat. Just control this heaven angle. So smart from PaperX.
Well, it's just several players playing back, saying, okay, well, a lot of them have to push into us in order to get out of spike range. So maybe we can get some picks, and they will. Otherwise, they can go down to the spike. As that's just going to be the cleanup.
Nice.
2 on the back end, cannot escape, so still going to be some damage though.
Dapat kena tetep. Somethingnya kagak.
Bonus conversion away from closing out Ascent.
Yeah, I still have enough for a couple rifles though. And I love this cove. It's these little things that PaperX is so good at putting together that just make the rounds easier for them, when they can really increase the percentage chances of winning the round and doing some damage. Judge for Forsaken. I think they're just gonna beeline it into A.
Well, Jing is just gonna die.
Gila.
Pushes out.
Primi.
Primi takes his head off. But clear on the turret. Still 2 nanoswarms set up on the site now. Going to be popped here by Ban. Completely zoned off here. Our Talon for the time being will have a 5v4 attempt at the retake. Try to get themselves back into this game. Dropping back, a little bit of damage taken from that first shock dart.
Dia something pakai ini.
Still that Judge underneath hell for Forsaken. Dog to kind of cover for him, but that's long range for that Judge.
He gets flashed and pushed over into that fragment, but there's only a single little pulse left remaining. JipBoys able to find 2. Taken down here into the smoke, the drop down, they're able to flush him out. And now it's all on Mind Freak. This would be a hell of a Mind Freak moment, but they won't give him the start of it. Talon will hang in there. Not allowing for that bonus conversion for the map to come down to get themselves a 3rd round win.
Yeah, just really solid stuff here from Talon. Jing tries to challenge Primi, and Primi's really good. So good with his crosshair placement.
He knows just how wide you're going to swing.
Yeah. And I mean, again, certainly these guys have ran into each other a lot in ranked, so some of their tendencies going to be at least understood. Jing has to buy down to a Spectre, have another Reckoning for Forsaken. Fast tracking those round over round. Spike's going to be left back though, so PaperX is going to spread the map. Try to see if they can isolate some fights. Grab the orb for Jing, get him closer to the showstopper. Just mid being held by Primi with that Vandal. Good flash, but JipBoys not able to find what he wants. You are gotta be kidding me.
Wah, Primi.
Ambitious.
Very bold. Something as well, catching a glimpse of Ban. Gets chipped away at. Sky gone, no heals. It's gonna be a rotate over here from Mind Freak, and then a 4-man attack onto the B site. Right now, Cruz, the only one watching in towards main, but 2 players very much nearby. But there's the opening headshot. Forsaken takes him down. Reckoning still available for a post plan as well. So we're gonna be shut. Something. He pushes up into the smoke. He's gonna challenge out, but he cannot get the dismiss away. Primi able to take him down before that can happen. Now 3v3 again. Harbor ult still here. And for PaperX, they don't need to try to play out of the sight.
Showstopper too.
Very true.
Good luck, Talon.
Waduh.
How are you gonna bait that showstopper out?
Ada nuna-nuna.
Reckoning now sent. Again, this is for the conclusion here of the map, so they can just go ahead and stay tucked back. Showstopper
Oh, kena Jing.
able to survive now, but not the follow-up shots from Forsaken, who sets up now another wall. JipBoys and Ban trying to push the smoke. Just escort Jing up top, and he's able to find
Wah, ente dah.
the finisher. It's going to be 13-3. Correct. Running away with the victory here on Ascent.
They so confident, winning so many of their 1v1.
Coba. Yoi, dia live. Kita like dulu. Oh, bukan tempat biasa, deh streaming.
Which was, hey, we can set up our own screens, get ready for it, and then isolate angles, flash everything, go in as a team, and just out.
Bentar.
요새 너 조금 이상해졌어 자꾸만 시도 때도 없이 시무룩하고 고민이 생겼니 초등학교 영어 수업 시간에 배웠었던 현재 진행형 같아 하루에 10번 내 맘이 움직여 이상하고 아름다운 느낌이 좋아
Gue menemukan sesuatu. Gue belum ke login anjing. Tunggu Instagramnya. Password salah jing. Bentar, gue coba dulu. Goblok ternyata. Nah. Nah, di sini. File eSport ID. Nih, pas ada Indonesia coy di VCT Pacific Stage 2 Finals. Gue baru tahu. Sumpah gue baru tahu. Kenapa namanya trio AWW? Anjing. Kenapa trio AWW jing? Trio SJW? Ngerti gua. SJW itu pokoknya Jamal. W-nya apa? Oh, Wilson. S-nya apa? Gue lupa lah. S-nya apa? Salah. Terus ini maksudnya apa nih? Ada Indonesia coy. Ada Frost Misty, Aaron Senpa, Maharlo. Jadi mereka ke Singapura, ke Korea, anjas. Gelo juga. Ya tadi home gue nggak aneh-aneh kan, cuma berita aman.
successful in Pacific and actually breaking through all the way and crossing the finish line. And obviously, this is not the first time these two are playing on this map, so we'll see if with Primi, Talon, maybe having a bit more consistency in their rounds.
Yes, that's the biggest thing, is the fact that now Talon has Primi for this specific map. What's the composition now going to look like? Because Talon has tried some different things before with the Neon, the Rays, but these aren't really like Primi agents, right? Are they going to bring the ISO into this? You know, I'm wondering about all this stuff because we've been seeing Governor kind of shy away from the duelist role just so that his teammates can come in with different roles as well. And maybe they have retooled whatever they have a little bit just for this specific matchup.
Maybe even Clove.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a Clove Omen double controller works really well on Sunset, right? The 2 orb smokes, a lot of one-ways you can do, a lot more control around the extremities. So that could absolutely work with this team. And that way you can still have something like the Neon. Obviously, the info part, yeah, you'd have to figure that out. But that's an option, and I think that would be a fun one to watch.
Oh, that would be super fun. I was just flicking through his last played ranked games, and there were mostly Clove.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes. A lot of
I want
Clove.
to see this. So I hope that happens. Now we got our own game. It's a guess and gain. And you are so wood rank, Quest. There are plants growing out of your head. It's kind of funny. I thought I was going to be that wood rank person.
The JRPG enthusiast in me wants to pick that up.
Bangsat, mobil damkarnya dirusak kan. Mantap deh, anggaran keluar lagi. Mantap, anggaran keluar lagi.
Well, I want to tell you guys, I'm ranking up another season.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're not undefeated, though. The one who's undefeated is the Mr. King.
He's he's defeatable.
Okay.
He is. Trobra's going to take him down. Trobra is going to defeat Seth King.
Yeah, can we get a little boxing match if we tie at Radiant in the finals?
I'm down. I'm so down for a boxing match between 2 of our casters. It's a little physical. But
So
okay.
which team's gonna use their second timeout first? Like which team's gonna run out of timeouts?
I feel like, I mean, keep the change.
Cukup.
I'm distracted by him.
Yeah.
Give us your answer. Go.
Yeah, I do just think that, like, you know, PaperX is going to have, you know, with their win rate and everything, Talon's going to want to try to call some timeouts to reset and try to find ways to adapt to PaperX.
Lama nih ngobrol-ngobrolnya anjing. Browsing lagi deh. Apa nih? Apa deh? Apa kecubung kali? Bedain aja lah. Itu yang bikin macet tuh karena warga ngeliat sih. Itu sudah fix, depan pasti launcher. By the way, kemarinan pas gue naik motor anjing. Udah tahu macet ya. Ada bapak-bapak ngelakson anjing. Bangsat.
Okay. I mean, listen, Cypher is quite a self-sufficient agent, right? Obviously, you're mostly going to be lurking. You're going to be looking for those duels, so that works. But you have to be very active with your trap wires and your cyber cages. All right, we just talked about Meteor in that previous matchup. I don't know if Primi's going to be as fluid with that in a pro setting on the stage, but obviously this does allow Governor to continue on the Neon. No one else has to change anything, so that's the good news for Talon.
That is what it is, but it also, yeah, we were really testing Primi's vocabulary on this whole library of like tripwires and everything else, but at the same time, Governor has to work really well with Ben right now and been calling from Cruz in order to find those big openings against PaperX, because PaperX, like we're talking about, it's this composition. We've seen something on the get-go. Davai on the stage, pulling out that operator when he needs to. Forsaken on the breach as well. This can be a little bit problematic.
Well, it's a very different look for Coach Alex today compared to yesterday, and they are on a good streak right now with Sunset. This could be it. This could be it for Talon. All right, we're going to go to our casters. King Seth, please tell us, how many timeouts are we going to have today?
Well, I'm leaning towards Chobra's thinking here. I think that maybe we see the one similar to Ascent, but widely some limit testing, some attempt to see if there's going to be just adaptation from the players.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way as well. Even though I do want to see that boxing match. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't know who my money would be on though. That's a tough one.
Pistol win persennya sih mirip sih.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Chobra's got any martial arts skills, you know, like any kung fu in there. I'm not sure.
Nah, he used to play the violin.
Yeah,
I can't even say that I used to as well.
Oh wow.
So you can do both, but Forsaken, solid start, able to find one, but then doesn't get full flight. Boys, but this
Anjir,
is
cuma
all
satu.
a ruse. Everybody else making their way over towards the A
Tidak
site.
diduga mereka ke A semua.
Talon will realize it.
Well, still have a bit of utility here in the back pocket. Paranoia for Mind Freak. Dizzy's as well for something.
There.
Vault line, a Paranoia of your own. It's going to have to be really impactful for Talon. Trying to figure this out.
Paranoia going across, that catches on the Governor. He has to stay sat back. By taking that first contact, his stun will connect, but Jing's still able to win.
Dicucuk, cuk.
Paper X.
Anjing. Bangsat.
Secret sends its regards.
Bangsat.
I did not have my divine knife on my bingo card today, but here we are. This is the reality we are in. And Forsaken just sells this so well. Not only that, he wins against Primi in his 1v1. They know he's reloading.
He's like, yeah, I gotta reload.
Angkel Cruz. Dicucuk.
Aduh.
Aduh.
PRX so decisive today. Throwing this boombot out. See if they want to challenge this gamble stack. Oh boy. That's a lot of stuns.
Relay and a bridge stun going to be sent down. And Dink disconnect there on the divide, but he's got the heal for himself, and everybody else is just going to be washed down as Paint Shell finds
Waduh, flawless kah?
But a Paint Shell's going to be built up, advanced in a bad spot, and he is dead. 2 Paint Shell kills, a Mosh kill, a flawless, and everything is topsy-turvy already.
It is a smorgasbord for PRX.
Yeah, Devi has just opened up another reality
Really
with that
has.
knife kill.
Yeah. They're just on a mission right now. Just unbelievable, this response. Then Jing just blasts back and forward. Devi's like, yeah, I know Governor's in the corner. I'll deal with him. You go ahead. I got your back. It's absolutely ferocious. The pace PRX is playing at, the confidence they're playing with. Yeah, stunned up is something, but
Triple push.
oh boy.
Whoa.
He's able to collect one. Quick clear out one of those wall segments though. That gets broken down, but Primi now at risk, being pinched here. The approach comes through, market, trap wire cleared out. Primi just gonna be sat backside for the time being. Cage just popped on either side, gets the reveal there on the Jing. Blast packs up, manages to move away. Keeps himself alive and Forsaken collects the kill. Governor will be able to put Jing.
Aduh, Governor habis pelurunya.
Only the knife this time.
Masih menang nih. Bener nih.
Suddenly, PRX looking to convert the bonus. Start things up 3-0. My sights turned in here towards main. Not ready for the shot. Jit Boys does manage to take him down. TP's forward. Fault line going to be dodged by Jit Boys. I thought he had sent it previously, but I was wrong. Forsaken finds that kill. Stinger gets the dink. And Forsaken will find the
bener
fourth
kalah.
piece. Oh, he's bans. That's what I was confusing. 2 breaches. As PRX convert the bonus, start things off 3-0.
It's chaotic.
It is.
It's a little bit chaotic. I mean, this is just so interesting the way that PRX is playing this today. I mean, first of all, that's a Jing special right there.
Yeah.
Primi learned the hard way. But the wall into mid, and then the immediate pivot towards market, and Primi's all on his own, and PRX just brutalizes him. Just using that YouTube so well. Forsaken just trying to fast track that ult. Jing one away from a showstopper again. Just got to play for this orb. Boom. Showstopper. Jing. Go time. Clear that trap wire.
Yep, Shells takes it out. Wingman leading the charge. Showstopper can just be held for the post plant now. If they even want to use it, they know that they're going to be up against, sheriffs at best.
I kind of feel like it's going to get used because it's PRX, though. I agree with you. Normally, I'd just say, John, just hold on to it, but...
The longer you hold it, the longer it is until you get the next one.
Exactly. Now you're thinking like PRX.
Dar, kena main fake.
Take down Mindfreak, yeah, Crosshair placement was just a hair off. Vino finding Primmy. Dive forward from the crash, not going to be coming up with much there, but going to be Jing leading the charge.
Oh, mereka saving.
Ban will similarly fall. Forsaken now, just 2 away from that Rolling Thunder. And Spike will erupt for PRX to move up 4-0. At the end of the round, I should say. Now he's
just
got
want to get closer to his ult. Like, are they just going to play for both orbs? No, they can play for both orbs.
Either way.
I'm just trying to piece together something. I mean, I don't know what else to say. PRX just absolutely on one. They're going to go for, I think, some kind of fast hit here. I mean, at least Governor can potentially get out of this. The fault line going to dissuade them. The relay bolt as well. The slow orb. Governor, even with that neon speed.
Oh, the shots.
Governor dapat
Would
satu.
be there trying to find the punish. Forsaken will fall. Ban with a nice headshot. Takes down Mindfreak, but it's going to be quickly traded back. 2 for 2. Jit ends up getting kicked off as well.
Oh, belum bisa hidupin lagi.
Showstopper, though.
Your duty is not over.
Coming to play as Ping comes down, but seeing the opportunity there on the jiggle. And if he can find the right timing here, could be monstrous. Swings out, but Divide just a little bit faster. Finds the kill. Finds that orb, and that's going to be a res now. Bringing Mindfreak back into the round as Jing will take down Cruz. Suddenly, Primmy, last one standing, needs to remain standing. Likely to just tuck back.
I mean, I'm down for a certified Primmy moment. Just go absolute nuclear here.
Well, given the way that this has been going.
Not saying it's likely.
Do they just wall him in? They could just wall him in. No.
Yoi, dapai.
He'll be much more respectful.
Gila, menyala di map ini.
I mean, it's good contention here by Talon. Able to find some value out of this early fight, but PRX just kind of fearless as always. Just keeps pressing those angles. God, Divide. So fast.
Again, this is what was severely lacking in the previous game. Divide was one of those players that has just been so damn good throughout this stage. A big reason why PRX came into the playoffs, having not dropped any games.
Right.
Barely any maps, frankly. But that firepower wasn't being
seen.
So, does put him down nice and early. Crunching his way forward into tiles, finds it with the overdrive. Yep, grabs the weapon.
I like that idea. Get ahead of that showstopper a bit. If it were to come out, you could still get Forsaken his ult this round if you can get this orb over towards A. Just Jip Boys watching it this time. PRX has to re-clear. Make sure that tiles has been fully dealt with.
Really trying to sell this approach towards B. 3 players still stacked up on that side. Drone now out, checking in towards mid. Again, tucked away, and Jing making an appearance. Gives them the hint that, yeah, this is going to end up being the A side. Jing hearing that TP out. Oh, spots one, sends it.
Wah, hampir mati Jit Boys.
Doesn't get caught. Recon ping there on the Jing as the sun comes through, but he's able to collect 2. Cruz and Governor both going to be taken down. Mindfreak. Over the shoulder here with Jit Boys. Strikes and the shots get opened up. Jit gets something, but now it's just Ban and Primmy left standing. 2v3. Follow-up paint shells to hold him at bay. Rolling Thunder now going to be sent. Crashing in towards
Wah, ban kena.
just snipes Ban out of the sky.
Right there.
They know he's not tucked back. They know exactly where he's at.
Wah, hampir. Gelo. Segitu, Jing.
I mean, they're just so ferocious. Even though the start decent for the side of Talon, the response is better. A great fault line from Forsaken to clear that elbow angle. Breaks the site open. Yeah, the showstopper doesn't get the kill, but it keeps Jip Boys in place while they just deal with the reinforcements of Talon. Jing is feeling it right now. 11-1 and halfway to another showstopper already.
On the guessing game, you went with they're going to be saving them. Starting to look that much better because you would definitely suspect that a timeout would be called through at this point. I mean, hell, we've seen Frost call it after round victories because things haven't necessarily been going the way that they had planned them.
And Op not being able to be put to use by Governor there. Some good util, good awareness here by PRX. Step one, how do you just lean into this hit? Just keep fast tracking another showstopper for Jing. Ball's gonna come up. What's the response gonna be from Talon?
Tiny gap to try to take advantage of there, but
oh god,
shots cannot be found after shocks from both sides. Stopping either side from pushing forward. Out here from Governor, but the shot goes wide. Something on the opposite side of the pillar is able to go ahead and collect.
Gone.
Terus fights back, down to 5 HP, however. Premi will get a nice shot on the Jing, but Mindfreak with a push forward. Finishes off the enemy Sova. Leaves Premi in a 1v2. Does he opt to try to play it out? There's a swing.
What? Kelihatan ternyata.
Just a bit snappier, a bit faster. 7-0.
Yeah, it's going very well for PRX. I mean, taking mid control.
13-0 lagi ya.
Cover the other side of the wall, not really fully expected by Talon. And they're just fast and furious. There's no
13-0 lagi ya.
I mean, PRX is just completely different team from what we saw yesterday. It's an eco here for Talon with a lot of ults to back it up. Are they going to be able to finally turn this map on its head? Governor with a push out, going to hear Jing. He's going to try to chase him down. Jing hears it.
Yeah, and then he was going to be stunned up, but
thought the better
being able to blast back out. Premi needing to hit that first shot. Pulls back, does have a trapped wire, trying to self-protect it. Thrash going forward, still has the detained device there to collect.
Whoa!
Is okay.
Whoa!
Chip Boys and Crews one apiece.
Terus Uncle mau ini gue.
Once again, down low on HP. 14 this time around is going to be spotted. Divide, just relocating, slides back. Dizzy, perfectly timed. Just go ahead, further keep it protected. Ball needing to be broken, and Thrash back online, ready to go. Sends it as Divide creates a gap. Rolling Thunder crashing across. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Mindfreak still holding here at the side is Crews. Second kill with that Hunter's Fury. Jared on the recon. Mindfreak, last one standing, trying to isolate.
Akhirnya nggak bisa di 13-0 deh.
To get themselves on the board here in round number 8.
Yeah, I mean, fancy shooting with the Sheriffs to knock a couple players of PRX down. A really nice little trap play they set up with the Thrash. And Devi able to head towards the Link angle off the rip, but a good response from Talon. A backstab from Jip Boys. Hunter's Fury there. Collecting a lot of targets. Oh, to Crews.
Yeah, very nicely done. And it's a thrifty to be able to get themselves on the board. Still though, 2 crucial ultimates invested into the round from the side of Talon. But they still have that near ult theft as well as an Omen TP available to them with an overdrive not far off.
They're really stacking up towards B main now. One away from the showstoppers, Jing. This could play for an orb, but instead it's a check towards mid. Control of tiles, briefly taken. PRX now reconsidering what they want to do. No aggressive push-outs from Talon. Just spamming that angle. Trying to buy a little bit of extra space for something in Devi. Kind of set up their mid-control. But again, everybody on Talon being overly cautious this round. Drone comes through. Paranoia sent to dissuade Jing.
NHL similarly staves them off. Again, just one off that showstopper. It's going to be a bit of a noise cut here from PRX. Everybody over towards B.
The funny part is the A orb has been left completely free the entire round. It just PRX is just not even really made a play for it. I mean, they're probably going to get the orb here.
Try to slow up the approach, but now smoke off on the market, Governor.
30 seconds
Down here,
left.
waiting, the wingman, leading the charge once again. The wall going to be coming up. Kiri swings through, looking for Divide, but Divide finds him. Governor going to be taken down. Swing out, Ban going to be good for one. Gets quite a bit of damage across onto something as well, as Jit Boys will be able to finish the job. 3v4, but again, that showstopper in play now for Jing. Mind Freak lingering back, hearing this rotation. Showstopper now drawn out. Paper X is going to try to play time. Mind Freak, however, caught unawares there by Cruz, but still finds that shot.
Go.
And now TP's back over into B main. Neural Theft will tell all. They successfully have waited out the showstopper. Spam now.
Wah, nggak kena Jing.
Damage across, but the defuse still being held. Jit Boy not being dissuaded quite just yet. Jing managing to find it. But
Roto juga sih.
This is no problem.
Premier will
Gel.
be able to get Talon to a second round win.
Yeah, I mean, they're just
Temot.
able to hold on just by the skin of their teeth or talon.
One of my cameras is broken.
And they do a great job being really, really patient.
Nggak ding.
And
Gue pikir
Mindfreak
temot.
winning that battle in market, I thought that might be the round when he was able to stay
Elah, internetnya Jing.
alive and TP out of there. But I thought maybe you TP to Boba or something, or try to open up another angle.
One enemy remaining. Last standing.
Just barely able to finish it in time. Our Talon.
This goes here.
See if the res for Devi. Let's see our 2 rounds in a row for Talon. See if they can start stringing some more together, but it has been very difficult to match the firepower of Paper X today. And now finally fighting their feet. Spot on the Governor and company, but they're just contesting, seeing if Paper X will try to make a move instead. It's another peel back, another re-control of this mid-space taken by Paper X. Waiting to see what they want to do. Divide just keeping an eye out. So trying to be a little bit more quiet about this hit. Paint Shells should clear that trap. It does. Paranoia to keep Primi at bay. This plant should be able to be done by the wingman. Oh, got spotted out by Jit Boys. He beat up.
Jit Boys up over the top.
Whoa.
The interrupt on that one. Now Cruz gets forsaken as well. Wall raised, but something in a very bad
Hello,
spot.
Cruz.
Needs to be bailed out. Tries to swing in towards Boba. Still ends up being found by finding the first. Swing out.
Wah, headshot.
Holds his ground. This time gets the better of him. Talon.
Orang bilang timeout. Alex anjing.
Playing really well with the patience. Just waiting for
Tuh,
Paper X
mereka
to
udah
try to make
kehilangan
their
arah
maneuvers.
ini.
Jit Boys comes up on top of that gen. Not really accounted for quick enough by Paper X. I think gets lost in the sauce there. Something never able to get his shots really under control. Enough. Get through, have to go down to a Guardian and a Bulldog. But overall, not bad for Paper X. Have the res as well for Devi, so just curious. It's just been kind of like, there it is, there's the spray.
Cruz always has it ready.
Just doing a little bit of a check towards mid.
Standing ahead.
Sort of trying to counter any aggression that would come through. We're gonna hide themselves from the dart from Cruz. Cruz is just gonna peel back, Primi on his own, and look at Talon. They are expecting that A hit.
Slide
Paper
forward.
X is just, oh man, Mind Freak could be in trouble.
Oh, I mean, yeah, info gonna be relayed here, but Mind Freak sending
Ya, Mind Freak nggak lihat. Kill satu
Still
lumayan.
managing to find one. Overdrive taken out. Now
Taken.
the rest of our sights turned over here towards the B side where Forsaken's gonna be taken down. That's a spike drop. Jing meeting the challenge forward and Premi holding his ground. Wall used. Rez coming through. Segment going to be broken, but Premi relocating, given that he is low on HP. Quick toggle of the cam. A peek forward. Now a 3v3. Jing swings in. Is able to finish the job with a chest shot.
Spike planted.
They're just looking to build their space.
Saling menunggu anjing. Sudah tahu dia.
Oh, that is so funny.
Unbelievable.
Udah tahu gak bakal saling nembak anjing. Aduh anjing. Bangsat, kocak banget lagi. Aduh.
The sprint to the audio cue, alerting Mind Freak, and he's fast enough to turn around.
Oh, Jing. Feels like an eternity in Valorant time.
Governor, though, a really nice spot, but just misses the opportunity to get the punish. Mind Freak now turning his sights back in. Over here, towards mid, but Governor finds the headshot just through the corner of the wall.
He got a showstopper, though, while that was going on. Let's see what PaperX wants to do. I mean, it's been a lot of B recently. Talon off that timeout kind of assumed that maybe it would be A. They put the majority of their forces in that direction, but still, PaperX, if they continue with this go B all the time kind of play,
You want more? Here's more.
very challenging.
Rash will try to lead. Governor does get detained. Cleaned up now by Device. Showstopper can seek a new target. One going to be spotted.
Ya, nggak kena.
Not quite going to connect. Jing continues to challenge forward, but Ban's going to be able to strike him down. Now looks for a little bit more over towards Market McCruz to be caught up in the crossfires. Forsaken finds the kill. One away from it now.
Wah.
But it's not going to be necessary. It'll be used in celebration. There's a
Kurs kah? Kurs? Kurs.
The extremities, and they get themselves 9-3 half.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's PaperX just better today. That's a lot of what this comes down to, frankly. I mean, they're showing a lot of kind of similar looks with little different flavors, different spice added in. But even that time, there's just nothing that their opponents could do about it. Talon was pretty well prepared for a B hit. Just the thrash into a kill on the Governor. Able to just kind of keep him at bay, and Forsaken starts winning some of those battles out inside of Market. And then takes the fight out to Boba, winning there as well. I mean, they're just completely in sync, on the same page, on the same wavelength with their speed and their decisions. Everything you want to see out of PaperX.
Absolutely.
Oh, that aftershock to cut that angle, that escape angle off. So smart by Forsaken.
And you can see just the big smiles on their faces at the end of the half. PaperX well ahead in the projections to be able to close the
Gila
gap.
sih.
We now shift them over to the defending side. And that Sage can be even more painful.
Yes.
And it looks like Divine, not going to be going for the wall. Just going to be picking up the Sheriff. And we do see him do from time to time here. But PaperX confident this is going to be an A hit. Everybody from Talon, though, waiting outside of B.
Yeah, certainly you've seen some of those explosive B main entries that PaperX will pull out from time to time, so you have to be a little bit ready. Aftershock there. Just keep him in place. That should be a lot of footsteps potentially heard by Forsaken. Not sure if he was quite close enough or not, but Trapwire is there for any lurks that come out of A main for Talon. Orb grabbed, or PaperX, and Forsaken still on his own.
Yep, the lone player. Bolt line available from Ban. Clear out on the drone. His position going to be noted. Now he's going to get slowed up. Cannot find the kill, so Forsaken allowed to go his separate ways, but Rex now going to have to rotate everybody over towards the side of the map as the plan comes through. So 5v5 for the retake. Flashing in towards Market.
Whoa.
Forward, Governor trying to go for the challenge here, but something able to strike him down. Jin Boys finds one, but and gets traded out.
Ah, nggak kena Forsaken. Anjir kena.
Dink in towards something still. Takes down Cruz. And now it is all on Primi. The Ghost, but this time no armor. Finds the first headshot. Clears out the dip.
Whoa.
Finds a second. Looks for with 10 HP, will strike him down. The fuse comes in. PRX 4 for 4 on the pistols, and now up to 10.
Ngeri
Yeah, I mean, as
Primi
good as
anjing.
Primi can be on those pistol rounds, that Sheriff gets a ton of value.
If they had bought the
Uncle
Ghost Farm,
Dafai
he had armor.
akhirnya.
He went
Abang.
I think he does.
solid effort, but
One enemy remaining.
still going to be PRX stretching.
Wah,
the
kena
lead
pala
even
jing,
further.
kok kena bisa tuh. Bisa gila. Cuak.
Tremendous, well-coordinated play from PRX. Governor, oh no. Gonna use that to grab the orb.
Wah.
Hey, Premi, right back to it. Does get whittled down to 35. Oh, catches the shoulder there. Sees that it's Divine.
Here.
Backs away, but now, I mean, he's being encroached upon by multiple players. Almost finds the headshot. One more. I think he would have been a line there for Mind Freak, but kill not going to be coming through. Now the cut back over towards A here for both sides. So Jing and something get rotated over.
Plant will come through.
Spike planted.
PRX will once again have to play for retake. And lining up for a fault line and a paranoia. They're trying to push out to keep PRX at bay.
It's just so much firepower that you're pushing against.
Ya, buta-buta maju, Governor.
Here for something bouncing forward, trying to get a mid-air hit there on a Jit Boys, who is able to collect the Vandal.
Wah.
Going to be taken down. Now suddenly Talon maybe rescuing this, but Jing says no. Little shot with the Guardian to put him down. Just trying to flush Fan out, but they just double face. Kill can be found, Vandal can be recovered, and PRX can get up to 11.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea from PRX, or excuse me, from Talon in this round. Like you said, PRX just has better firepower. Boys there able to sneak underneath that Dizzy and take out something right before it hits him. And Mind Freak doing a good job there with Devi. Devi gets spotted and they're able to kind of catch Primi off guard. Mind Freak's position hidden on the other side of that door. So they're just really on point with their decision making, with their shooting. Something as a thrash. Jing a couple away from a showstopper.
Sama lagi ya skornya? Dikasih 3.
Oh boy. Are they gonna do the... Oh, I thought for a second. Yeah, I was thinking, is Devi up there? Are they gonna do the wall?
They are not, but they are gonna put Mind Freak over here. Plant him in B.
They do this.
Here's the creep up, and Jin Boy snappy enough with a reaction, keeps himself alive, and finds the kill in exchange. Smoke keeps Devi hidden for the time being. A quick peek out from him, but it looks like, oh, maybe they caught something up the mini-map. They put him down to 45 HP. Tries to tuck back into the zone, Jin Boy's able to collect that. Something finding one, Forsaken finding another. Governor gonna be down, but Jin Boy's keeps him in this game, keeps him with the advantage.
Spike planted.
3K for him. They all face out. Jit Boys is now on for an ace. Thing around the back. Finds the first one. Jit Boys, can he get it done? Ducks back for the moment. The Marshal trying to flush him out in the open.
Wah, gelo anjing.
Gets a 4-piece of his own. And says, you got 3 on Ascent. You're getting 3 on Sunset.
Gelo.
Unreal.
Anjing.
17 HP. Just ridiculous. I mean, Jit Boy's playing out of his mind in this round. Down to 35 HP off the rip. Catches Devi trying to get the hell out of there. Smokes Forsaken. Takes down Jing on top of the box. But then this happens. Oh my god, that is so good.
And that is the appropriate reaction.
What do you do? Just outrageous.
I just thought about what if Alex did a terming and he called a timeout going into this round? He does not.
He does not.
Devi, though, does take quite a bit of damage, down to 13, pops the heal on himself immediately.
That's buys all the way through, and Jing is a showstopper, something as a thrash.
Well, that jiggle peak was wide enough. Governor trying to get the punish. Goes sliding back and Devi looks at Phil
Yah,
on the backside.
gak dijagain, Governor kabur.
Flash not going to be getting a full catch. Divide continues to push forward. Puts just a tiny bit of a damage down. On the ban is Jing now at risk. Goes pushing up through the smoke, but turns back to the showstopper to blow up Jit Boys. Governor trades it out. 3v3. Kirby with a neural depth, but no corpse nearby. Mosh bounce over onto the side, the fault line. Trying to lock him in place. Something charging forward, able to find one. Now suddenly.
Ya, Governor lagian kabur dia.
Oh, never mind. The defuse. The wing. 13-3. PRX take down Talon. They keep themselves in the playoffs. They will be advancing to play against TRX next week.
Elo.
In the lower final, a best of 5. The RX Derby returning once more for Talon. We'll have to wait to see them back on this stage. A little bit less than a month.
Really excited. I know kind of finished the Pacific that Talon really wanted, but
Elo.
Secrets give you a lot of hope that they come to a champion to do some real damage. Big guy gets up their sleeve and just grabs on ahead of them. Like world leaders once again. They look like the team that gets to the finals, that challenges the trophy, that challenges the title. And it was amazing to watch them play today. A lot of switches there on Sunset really gave down some issues. Some hero plays as per usual. Just tremendous firepower across the board.
Well, this has been a day. That was one hell of a sunset. Let's break it all down. That's their ability. And back up to the end.
Thank you, affiliates of Paper Thin. Yep, success for Talon. We start.
Skornya berapa tadi ya? Desen 13-3. Sini 13-3 lagi, anjir. Aduh, lucu banget lagi. Dah, kayak gitu lah ya deh. Loh, kok situ anjing? Nah. Jangan dari tadi gitu ya. Gua nggak sadar. Ya udahlah. Terima kasih sudah menonton semuanya. Maaf jika ada salah-salah kata. Salam toleransi. Stop judi. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya. Bye-bye. Ntar gue mau ngasih lihat ini. Gitu kan. Ini merek AC-nya apa, Mbok? Anjir, sama apa nih? Pesona istri muda KD, gelo. Cantik banget buset. Yang pakai filter mana? Hei, Alip. Bisa aja Alip. Ini apa nih? Kit mandi bareng yuk. Yuk, blok.